Welcome to Ready TV podcast. And a lot has happened since we last spoke about Love Island. Let's dive right into it. So last night, Andre pulled Uchi for a chat. I was basically telling her that he wants to get to know Catherine. Uchi took it with Andre. She looked like she took it well. She was like, okay, you want to get to know her and all. But by the time she went to meet Jess, and Andre was already talking to Catherine by that time, she was like, she feels that Andre led her on and that what he's doing is unfair. That if a new bombshell entered the house and he wanted to get to know the new bombshell is okay. But the fact that he wants to go back to Catherine, it kind of looks like there are still unresolved emotions there. And she even went into the room confessional and felt like there's no going back from there. This is kind of sad because I personally felt that Andre and Ruchi together would be a couple to beat because a lot of people on the outside were already shipping them. But if you look at Andre's demeanor since he got coupled with Ruchi, it's basically like, well, there's no other girl that wants to pick me in this house, so I have to stay with Ruchi. He has always given, he was kind of giving the vibes of, I don't really like Ruchi that much, and it's Ruchi that likes me too much. And then truly Ruchi really liked Andre. Even the whole house knew. Now she was going to spend the night in Ruchi's Andre's bed. Everyone was like, oh yeah, Ruchi cannot wait to get into bed with Andre. So I get what, and I understand why she's kind of really angry with Andre, because one, she liked Andre very much, and two, the whole house kind of knows. And it kind of looks like Andre is modding her right now. Andre ended up spending the night in the doghouse, and Ruchi slept in the bed alone. Also last night, Ty pulled Ella for a chat. And he started off, well, I've been looking for red flags with you. You are good, you are that. And then he ended up with, I cannot wait for a new girl to come in so that I can compare the both of you and know if I really like you. Kind of looks like classic Playboy line. And Ella didn't really take it well. But that was her cue to know that Tyrique is not somebody that you would have to, that you be holding so well. Dude has over 100 body counts. Dude has not really dated any girl. It's just everywhere. I mean, that's the storyline, and that is a preamble to tell you what should come. If he was somebody who was always dating, know that, oh yeah, I'm already with this babe, I don't need to be exploring. But when you're exploring with somebody, it's enough to end a relationship. And that's our take on that. Moving on, Andre has kind of moved to Catherine, both at night. He was talking with her, they even cried together. The next morning, he was still talking to her, talking about, let's get to know each other well. Cool. But I personally feel that Catherine is entertaining Andre because there's no other person. If Catherine liked Andre so well, she wouldn't have moved to Zach. And he kind of looks like he's so lost in Catherine that he's not seeing it. I don't think even the way she talks with him and everything, it's not the same thing with Zach. If a new male bombshell enters that house, there's a strong possibility that Catherine will still move. If they take this thing to the finals, coming out of the house, there's a strong possibility that Catherine will find somebody else. She's not really that into Andre. And why Andre is deciding to stick there, I don't know, but I don't even think the thing is going to turn in his favor anytime soon. Moving on from the whole Andre and Katrina, we have Zach and Molly. And then Zach and Molly last night, after the whole brouhaha from the day that he kissed her, that same night they spent a lot of time talking. According to the islanders, were like, they spent over 2 hours talking. And that got Mitch very angry. Okay, we get it. Mitch really likes Molly, but he needs to chill. The way he go angry and all, even kind of set Molly like, oh wow, what's wrong with him and all. It's early days, so if you're with somebody and they want to get to know people, all well and fine. But I also get it because he's kind of closed off when it comes to Molly. And we're also seeing it with the new bombshells that have entered. So moving on fast, the two bombshells entered the house, and then they chose Tyrique, Zach, and Mitch to have a date with. They told them to cook and all that. Mitch has already found the person he wants to stick with, the person he wants to live all his life with. He's basically going the same way he was going with Molly. You just see somebody and you're like, oh yeah, she's the one. Ah, yeah. He needs to chill a bit before he scares Dali or Charlotte away. And well, it looks like he's going wire. I hope he doesn't go the same way with Molly, because he's always kind of too intense so much that the girls kind of want to pull back. Another person that needs to chill is Ella. So Tyrique, she has been chilled in the house because it's been basically her and Tyrique, they've kind of formed a strong bond that no housemate has bothered to, no islander has bothered to go there to check. And now there are two new bombshells that want to go get to know Tyrique. And by the time they were showing us clip of tomorrow night, Babe was already crying from him talking to another girl. Personally, she needs to keep it in check. If not, it's going to be hot for her in the house. Because if he already knows that she's crying from just talking to two girls, then that guy can use her for anything he wants to do in the house. Because it just shows that she's really falling. Babe, chill. This is an international show. You do not want to do this on an international show. Anyway, that's been our show. Please stick with us for the next one. Thank you.